The biggest mark movie in the street. Tonight on Monday Night Raw, the MIZ defends the WWE Championship against the almighty Bobby Lashley. Did Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon fix their terrible creative decision coming out of the Elimination Chamber and award Bobby Lashley his first WWE title? Many hope that answer is yes. Otherwise, the road to WrestleMania will become a lot worse, and many speculate that it can't be any worse than it already is. JD also wants to let everybody know that he's declaring a venue state of emergency because of another horrendous 3-hour edition of Monday Night Raw, and wants to pass along the message that this show absolutely sucks. Once again, I am Mean Marky D, and ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this small commercial break.
Let's see it.
is exclusively sold here inside the venue, and tonight's special by Titus are his gourmet chicken tenders with a side of homemade spicy mustard. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know it is exciting. We now have spicy mustard back in stock. Also, on the dessert side of things, we were supposed to have a chocolate chip cheesecake, but as our security cam footage showed, in the wee hours of the morning, Dana Brooke actually snuck into the venue and stole the very last cheesecake that Titus had baked. Also, the bar wants you to know that last call is right now, so come up and get one of our specials this evening. 2 for $14, Celtic Warrior Irish car bombs, now exclusively sold here inside the venue. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear that song come on the PA, you know that the show is about to begin. My name is B. Marky D, pile driving geeks since 1973, the biggest mark in the industry. This is your Monday Night Raw post show right here on Off the Scripts.
Let's see it.
Lashley is the new WWE Champion. We are live, man. Goodbye, The Miz. Nobody is going to miss you, bro. It's over. Go back to the mid-card where you belong. It took WWE long enough to get us there, but they finally did it. We're going to talk about Bobby Lashley winning the WWE title tonight. Where do we go from here? Is he a transitional champion? Do we go back to Drew McIntyre, or is there a beast incarnate looming somewhere in Tampa, Florida? We're going to go over it all, including your Monday Night Raw news and rumors. Ladies and gentlemen, the venue is packed. I'm sitting VIP, man. Cold beverage in hand. This is the only post show you need right here on Off the Script. This fucking foliage? Is this what you want, Mr. Dips?
Is this what you want? Me standing in front of EC3 buying designer coats? Is this what you want? Me sitting in some hipster hotel in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, fluffing pillows? Is this what you want? I don't believe this. This graffiti art, hipster hotels, avocado toast. All I want is a fucking Guinness. An ice cold Guinness. What the hell does that mean? Oh, this is what you wanted. This is your Monday Night Raw review right here on Off the Script.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for March 1st, 2021. And ladies and gentlemen, business is booming. Bobby Lashley is the new WWE champion. And it took WWE long enough to get us there, man. It took WWE long enough to get us there this evening. After multiple attempts, multiple troll jobs, we finally got the match with The Miz and Bobby Lashley. And it didn't take long at all. Bobby Lashley, in about 6 minutes, probably less than that, wins the WWE Championship for the first time in 17 years. And I'm very happy for him. I'm genuinely happy for Bobby Lashley. What I'm not happy about is how we got here. I wonder why we got here. I really wonder why we got here, man. Is WWE in the mindset of going with Drew McIntyre as its champion into 2021? Are they building this all up to give Drew McIntyre that WWE championship match that he never got last year? And being that Brock Lesnar, we don't know the status of Brock Lesnar. We don't know the status of Brock Lesnar. Is it going to be a situation where WWE wants Drew McIntyre to be their guy? Lesnar can't come back. The next best thing on the show that's been booked nearly perfect was Bobby Lashley. They figured, well, if Drew can't do the same thing against Lesnar, and as a little asterisk to the side, we don't really want to do that again, because if we do Drew and Lesnar again this year, what difference is it going to make coming out of last year? You did what you needed to do. Lesnar laid down for Drew McIntyre. So even if they did that match again, or something similar to what they did last year, what type of impact is it going to be? And do you really want Brock Lesnar to have a loss again upon return? WWE's built up Bobby Lashley as the most dominant force on Monday Night Raw. He's probably been the one bright spot out of legitimately 3 hours of this program every single week. Him and MVP and the Hurt Business. It's no secret to anybody that they've been the best thing on Monday Night Raw. But it makes me wonder, is WWE wanting Drew as their champion for the remainder of 2021 after WrestleMania, and they wanted him to get that big main event feel match, that big championship moment with fans? Can't do it against Lesnar. The next best thing is Bobby Lashley. Or is it a situation where WWE is finished with Drew McIntyre? He's already had 2 reigns. Is WWE going to give the title to Lashley to have him relinquish the title back to Drew McIntyre, and then we're right back to where we started on Monday Night Raw? And we don't want to feel that same old shit on Monday night anymore. How many fans are done with Drew McIntyre? From my timeline, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, man. There are a lot of people that are done with Drew McIntyre as WWE champion. Drew McIntyre comes off as boring to a lot of people. He might not be your cup of tea. And I get why. I see why. He's a great wrestler. I'm a fan of Drew McIntyre, but I see what others are talking about when it comes to Drew McIntyre. Is WWE in the mindset of, yeah, we're moving on from Drew McIntyre? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. But I know for a fact that Drew McIntyre is going to be factoring into WWE Championship plans come WrestleMania. Is that going to be against Bobby Lashley alone? We don't know. We do not know. I'm assuming that The Miz is going to hang around. The Miz is going to hang around. He'll probably lobby for a rematch at Fastlane because he got royally fucked over by Shane McMahon and management. There was a lumberjack match that was the main event of Monday Night Raw tonight because of The Miz's attempts to run away with the championship and come up with excuses as to why he can't defend the championship. He will probably get a rematch at Fastlane, lose, and then WWE will go back and revert to their original Miz plans, which was Bad Bunny and Damian Priest with Jon Moxley. Because that doesn't take a lot of time to build anyway. It's fucking Damian Priest with Bad Bunny. And they already have a storyline there emanating from the Royal Rumble. So it doesn't take all that much brain power to book that type of tag team match at WrestleMania just to get a celebrity on the show. So The Miz will play his part in this WWE Championship as the cowardly heel, and that's it. Goodbye. Did I enjoy what WWE did tonight? No. I did not. Do I get it? Absolutely. I absolutely got it. They got a 3-hour show. They need to keep people invested in a 3-hour show. How many people, though, are invested in The Miz? 0. Nobody is invested in The Miz. Nobody. Nobody gives a shit about The Miz. Nobody wanted Miz as WWE champion. If you did, you're a blithering idiot. You don't know a fucking thing. If you wanted The Miz as WWE champion, you're nothing more than a troll who doesn't know any better. The Miz has no business being the WWE champion. Ever. Especially in 2021. He had no business winning the championship. He had no business getting the briefcase back. At all. This is all due to WWE's failures. So now we're in this boat, and now we have to sail this ship to Raymond James Stadium. I'm tired of giving WWE golden ideas and it not being used. This is absolutely the worst I've seen that WWE has given us as far as the WrestleMania season goes. WWE made The Miz look like a complete fucking jobber champion. And this is why I didn't want The Miz as champion. And don't tell me he's doing his fucking job. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. The Miz walking out, or running out, I should say, of the building in that second match was all I needed to see to shit on this fucking storyline. I was done with it after that. I refrained from saying anything because I had a small glimmer of hope that WWE was going to do something in the main event and give Lashley the title. Whether they strip The Miz or the match finally happens, whatever the case may be. The Miz running away from Bobby Lashley in that second match at 10 o'clock made the championship look like a piece of shit. That's not what I want. That's not what we need on the road to WrestleMania. The Miz is a joke. He treated the championship like a joke. It came off looking like a comedy championship, and that's it. The Miz looked like he was running away with the 24/7 title, bro. If you think that's okay, then you got some serious fucking wrestling issues. You really do. In no company, ever, anywhere on this planet, would you see your world champion run out of the fucking building when the bell rings for a championship match. I don't give a fuck how big of a heel you are. A joke. This is why I didn't want The Miz to win the championship to begin with, because it's the same old shit. We are done with that type of champion. So Bobby Lashley wins it in about 5-6 minutes in the main event. What do we do now? Do we go Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship? We could do that. How does Drew McIntyre get the WWE Championship match? WWE gave us a Drew McIntyre Sheamus match that went nearly 25 minutes tonight, and Drew McIntyre won clean. I don't think Drew McIntyre needs to do anything else on this fucking show. They'll probably weasel themselves into a 6-pack challenge or a fatal 4-way of some sort at Fastlane. Maybe we get Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Sheamus, The Miz, or another fucking gauntlet match. You know, WWE loves to do gauntlet matches. They'll probably make a multi-man match where Drew McIntyre overcomes all odds and goes on to wrestle Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania for the WWE title. But even at that point, do you give a shit? No. No, nobody gives a shit. WWE should have honestly saved Drew McIntyre and Sheamus for Fastlane. And that should have been the match that got Drew McIntyre over the hump. The match that you've seen tonight should have been the pay-per-view match, but WWE is impatient. WWE is impatient. So we'll probably get a multi-man match. At that point, nobody cares. We're probably looking at Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. And folks, I said it on Saturday on episode 366 of the podcast, and I'm going to say it here again. I've been saying it for the last week and a half on social media. People are looking at me like I got 6 fucking heads. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley is not a WrestleMania main event match. It's not. I don't give a fuck who you are or what your opinion is, bro. Fuck off. It's not. And I'm not taking anything away from Drew McIntyre. I'm not taking anything away from Bobby Lashley. This has to do with creative. Bobby Lashley's been booked like a fucking monster. But how many people right now want to see that match as a main event on one of the nights for WrestleMania? Nobody. It's a mid-card match at best because of the way WWE's handled the championship and for the way WWE pretty much has handled Drew McIntyre as WWE champion before they gave it to Bobby Lashley. A mid-card match at best. If you're going to give me a main event on night 1 and you're asking me to choose between a Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley or a Sasha Banks and a Bianca Belair, I'm going with the ladies. Because that, to me, signifies more of a main event than Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Mid-card. Mid-card. Does WWE add Brock Lesnar? We don't know what Brock Lesnar's status is. I don't know if Brock wants to come back. I don't know if it's something to do with pay. I don't know if it's something to do with him not wanting to work the Thunderdome in front of no fans. I don't know. But if you want to add Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar to the WrestleMania card, that in itself is a main event match for night 1. Because Roman is obviously main eventing night 2. I could see a triple threat match. Do we get Lashley Lesnar by itself? No. Because what does that leave for Drew McIntyre? That leaves him pretty much nothing. He's beaten everybody else. Randy Orton's tied up with Bray Wyatt. Does John Cena come back and wrestle Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania? If I had my choice, I'd absolutely go with Lesnar and Lashley. With Lesnar losing to Bobby Lashley. And then I do Drew McIntyre, and if I had my pick of the litter, I would bring in John Cena to wrestle Drew McIntyre. You want Drew McIntyre to beat John Cena? That's more than enough to get him a championship match after WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley is not a WrestleMania main event. So we're going to have an issue here. I don't know what WWE does. I could see them doing a multi-man match at Fastlane. Because tonight, seriously, should have been Drew McIntyre coming back, asserting his dominance, wanting the championship back, working to Fastlane, getting a number 1 contender match there, and then winning, going on to WrestleMania. So I don't know where WWE goes. There's a myriad of options here. But Bobby Lashley, I want to believe, and I said this on Saturday, I want to believe that Bobby Lashley has been built up for something bigger than Drew McIntyre. Bobby Lashley has not looked dominant all year simply to put Drew McIntyre over at WrestleMania. WWE's idea for Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania did not include Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. If you genuinely believe that, you may be dumber than I already think you are. This was a last-minute decision. This may be a last-minute decision because Lesnar refused to work WrestleMania. Maybe WWE can't pay Brock Lesnar. Maybe Brock Lesnar wants to sit home until there's actual people in attendance. I have no idea. This is WWE's second plan of action. But that doesn't mean it's a WrestleMania main event. Well, because Bobby Lashley's been built up like a dominant monster. At this point, I don't think people want to see Drew McIntyre as a WWE champion anymore. I think that ship has sailed. Honestly. I'm even in the Bobby Lashley camp, and I've been calling this guy Bobby Trashley for about 4 years now. And I don't want to see the match. If it needs to happen, mid-card. If it needs to happen, middle of the show. If it doesn't happen, Lesnar's involved. And more than likely, Drew McIntyre is going to pin Bobby Lashley for the WWE title because I can't see him pinning Brock Lesnar again. And like I said on Saturday, you get that Lashley-Lesnar dynamic. You get that Drew-Lesnar dynamic to feed off of last year. You get Drew pinning Lashley to become the new WWE champion. You move on, and then we're right back in the same boat that we were in before WrestleMania season started. And then I get to ask, what's next? If Drew McIntyre becomes the WWE champion, genuinely ask yourself a question. What happens to the WWE championship? Where does it go? Do they got Keith Lee lined up? Where the fuck is Keith Lee? Do they got AJ Styles lined up? I'm not interested in that. We're going right back in the same fucking boat. Drew wins the title, goes right after AJ Styles for the title. AJ is his first opponent. AJ suffers a loss, just like he did in December at TLC. Or worse yet, how about this one? Bray Wyatt beats Randy Orton at WrestleMania, and Bray Wyatt's named #1 contender, and he goes after Drew McIntyre. Nobody wants to see that match because Bray Wyatt sucks. Bray Wyatt should never be near a championship ever fucking again. They got some serious fucking issues here, man. WWE's got some big problems. Even with Lashley as WWE champion, you all thought that, oh man, yes, WrestleMania season is saved on Monday Night Raw. Let me tell you something. No, it's not. It's not saved. There's more questions than there are possible answers. And none of them really are all that interesting. Which goes hand in hand with Monday Night Raw, because this show is fucking terrible. Where do they go? It seems like boring or Lesnar. And we just don't know what's happening with Brock Lesnar. All I will say is this. I'm glad we didn't get this prolonged. Bobby Lashley gets to have a decent title reign. He gets to have a 1-month reign as champion. He didn't win in that fast lane. Hold the championship for 2 weeks. Turn around, you go right into WrestleMania, loses it in 2 weeks. Nobody would be happy with that. I'm glad they gave Bobby Lashley the win tonight like it needed to be. And now we get to ponder what's happening with the WWE title. But The Miz did not make the WWE title look good at all. WWE did not make the title look good at all tonight. And this is what I was afraid of when he won the match against Drew McIntyre at the Chamber. This is exactly why I didn't want The Miz as WWE champion, yet everybody was coming after me. Ha, 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 ha. You don't want a better product. I do. You don't want a real champion. I do. This is exactly why, folks. But we are going to go over what happened tonight. I appreciate you all stopping by. This is your Monday Night Raw post show on Off the Script, March 1st, 2021. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at JDfromNY206 on Twitter and on Instagram. Appreciate all the new followers on the social media. We had a big weekend, man. Off the Script was great on Saturday. And then on Saturday afternoon as well, we got the debut of Critiques and Connoisseurs, man. We hit 2,500 subscribers in 1 week. And the video, the debut episode, is nearing 5,000 views already with 1,000 likes. That is blowing YouTube algorithm out of the water, man. And it's all thanks to you guys. If you missed the debut episode, if you're not subscribed to the Critiques and Connoisseurs channel, link is down below in the description of this very video. Episode 2 is coming on Saturday. This coming Saturday at 1 p.m., we have a guest lined up, folks. He's proud. He's powerful. He's Ortiz from Proud and Powerful. AEW superstar Ortiz is on Critiques and Connoisseurs. And we will be drinking Screwball peanut butter whiskey, man. This is going to be awesome. And a lot of people are asking, JD, you got Ortiz. Where's Santana? Don't worry, we got Santana as well. That will be revealed soon enough. So Hodge and I are very appreciative of all the support. If you guys don't know what's going on, again, link is down in the description of this very video. Go and subscribe and go and check out the debut episode of Critiques and Connoisseurs. We talk about The Rock, his career, and his newest venture in Terramana Tequila. If you guys want to support this show, a couple of ways to do that. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206. Go and get your t-shirts. Go and get your masks. That's bonfire and mouthmasker.com/OTS. Links for everything you need are down below. Hit that subscribe button as well on this channel. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hit the thumbs up. We're at 572 likes. Let's try and get close to 1,000, man. On the live stream tonight, 1,000 thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And make sure you guys get your super chats in. Super chats are open. We will hang out at the end of the show. And also, guys, tonight's show is sponsored by the one and only Dr. Squatch. DrSquatch.com. Make sure you guys use code SCRIPTS at checkout. You guys are going to save 20% off. Drew McIntyre made his way to the ring. He returned after losing the WWE Championship at the Elimination Chamber. He said February was a rough month, with his longtime best friend turning on him and then losing the WWE title to The Miz after overcoming 5 WWE champions in the chamber. Drew, listen, I understand February was a rough month, man. We had to watch every single Monday Night Raw get worse and worse in February. Every single week, it was just a god-awful Monday night for all of us, man. So we know how you feel. We know how you feel, absolutely. Said he didn't see the Lashley attack coming. Quite frankly, he kicked my ass again and again and again. He said then Miz successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. That's right, everybody. And he said the Miz, the freaking Miz, won the WWE Championship. He's the WWE Champion. What an embarrassment. He looked up at the WrestleMania side and said, listen, it's all good. I have a clear vision in my head, and that vision is I will regain the WWE title and defend this title at WrestleMania. He said he has made the WWE title the #1 championship in wrestling once again, only to get screwed at the finish line. He said whoever wins the title, whoever wins tonight, has the biggest target on their back. Drew, I got to correct you, bro. I got to correct you. You did not make the WWE title the #1 championship in wrestling. That belongs to Roman Reigns. The Universal title is the most prestigious title in pro wrestling right now in the United States. I don't want to disrespect my New Japan folk out there, okay? I don't want to disrespect Kota Ibushi. He's doing his thing over there, okay? But Roman Reigns is the champion of champions in WWE. Drew was always #2, and he was booked like #2. Just got to look at the way he's been booked on television. Do you see Roman Reigns losing on television in a fucking gauntlet match that means nothing on Monday Night Raw as the WWE Universal Champion? No. Absolutely not. Roman Reigns is the champion of champions in WWE. Then he switched talking about Sheamus. Miz interrupted. Miz and Morrison came out. Miz insisted on being properly introduced by Mike Rome. He held up the WWE title. Overwhelming pyro went off for The Miz. Undeserved pyro went off for The Miz. Seemed like it lasted forever. He said that was more like what he wanted. Miz said he heard everything Drew had to say. He said he is handling everything with dignity and class. Morrison said he acted as a former champion should. Miz said it was only a matter of time before he'd cash in and become WWE champion once again. Drew was smiling at The Miz in the ring, and he asked Miz to step into the ring and give him a big hug. Miz says he knows he's not Drew's favorite person. So then Miz asked, Drew, why would you be upset with me? You should be upset with Bobby Lashley. Morrison then said, you wouldn't be upset at an eagle flying or a dolphin swimming in the ocean now, would you? Miz says he did exactly what he was supposed to do as Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He said any animosity should be pointed at Bobby Lashley. Drew says, listen, I know, Miz, you're a master manipulator, but I'm not going to bite on that. He said to Miz that he has to deal with Lashley all by himself later. And after that, if The Miz wins, then you will be my problem. Miz says he's actually the victim of this whole situation. He says he's a father of 2 baby girls, and Lashley threatened his very well-being. He says he has no choice but to make the deal with Lashley. He asks why Lashley would get first opportunity at the WWE title instead of Drew, who is more deserving. Morrison blamed Lashley as well. Miz says they should all work together. He says they could do wonders for each other's career. Then Lashley and MVP walked out. MVP asked if this is the beginning of a new beautiful business relationship or just pathetic ramblings of 2 men. MVP asked if he was taking them seriously. And Drew said he knows him well enough to know he doesn't need any help. MVP said in less than an hour, Lashley is going to win the WWE title because your match will start promptly at 9 p.m. When MVP and Lashley left, Miz turned to Drew and pleaded with him to join forces with him because Lashley is a menace. And then we go out to the ring. McIntyre standing there, just staring at the Miz, and then out comes Sheamus and said Drew won't be in any shape to help anybody because by the time he's done with him, he won't be able to walk. Drew met him at ringside and they brawled before the bell. Several referees started to break them up, and we got an impromptu match to start the show. We got Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus, and Miz and John Morrison retreated to the back. Now, I will say this about McIntyre and Sheamus. Very good match between these two. And I will talk about what happened here in a second. But going back to the beginning of the show with Drew McIntyre and Miz, I am very happy that Drew McIntyre came off the way that he did here. Now, I was afraid that Drew McIntyre would come out here and WWE would book him as a defiant menace who wants nothing more than revenge. We don't want to see that from Drew McIntyre. That's not the type of guy he is. That's not the type of champion that WWE has booked him in his 1-year run on Monday Night Raw. I even said it on Twitter. I would have the utmost respect for Drew McIntyre if he does not interfere in this match. He knows The Miz is a joke. He knows The Miz is not going to be able to handle Bobby Lashley all by himself. So he's going to let The Miz fail, which he knows he will, in defending that title, because Drew McIntyre knows that Miz can't beat Lashley, and McIntyre's going to be sitting pretty anyway, because when all is said and done, he's getting a championship match no matter what. He don't give a fuck if it's Bobby Lashley. He don't give a shit if it's The Miz. He just wants a title shot. He's that honorable of a champion. It may come off as stupid, because I would actually prefer The Miz over Lashley. A lot easier for me to win the title back. But I'm glad Drew McIntyre didn't throw himself into this situation, because this is all The Miz is doing. Miz wanted the fire, right? Get into the kitchen and start cooking, motherfucker. This is all you. You wanted this. You have to see it through now. And Drew McIntyre knew that. I love that aspect of it. So I'm glad that he didn't interject himself into this thing. Now, as far as the match with Sheamus, I will say this. Very good match between these two. They work very well together. But, my God, man, can we get some level of importance on this show when something like this happens? What was on the line in this match? Why was this match important outside its Drew McIntyre's first match since the Chamber? Why was it otherwise important? I don't know why we've seen this match now. This match, realistically, should have been built up for Fastlane. Drew McIntyre should have ran through a couple of opponents while going back and forth with The Miz and back and forth with Lashley week after week after week. Maybe battling the Hurt Business. And then he gets Sheamus at Fastlane, beats Sheamus, and then that is his in to the WWE title match at WrestleMania. Why did we get this now? It makes me wonder what WWE is going to do at Fastlane for Bobby Lashley's challenger at WrestleMania for the WWE title. It's certainly not going to be Drew McIntyre and Sheamus again. I don't know what else these guys can do after tonight, 25 minutes. Makes me think that we're getting a multi-man match of some sort. Miz might get his championship match against Lashley at Fastlane. McIntyre may get Sheamus, Styles, Keith Lee, or some other mixture of fucking people that don't really matter on Monday Night Raw. What exactly is going to happen? This is what I didn't understand. Why didn't this match happen at Fastlane? WWE presented this match good. No matter how good it was, there was nothing on the line. Absolutely nothing on the line. A match like this should have utmost importance. And it didn't. So, they went back and forth here. Really good stuff. Sheamus dropped McIntyre on the apron. McIntyre shoved him into the ring post, gave him an overhead suplex on the edge of the announce table. McIntyre broke the 10 count by the referee before giving Sheamus a vertical suplex on the table. McIntyre got back in the ring, went up top, flying clothesline off the top rope for a near fall. Sheamus blocked a DDT and hit a clothesline. Sheamus went to the top, but as he did, McIntyre kipped up, gave him a Glasgow kiss right on the top turnbuckle. McIntyre followed with a super belly-to-belly suplex for a 2 count, right into another commercial break. So we're back from commercial break. They exchanged rights and lefts in the middle of the ring before McIntyre hit a big spine buster for a 2. Sheamus nailed a knee strike for a 2 count, followed by a devastating white noise for 2. McIntyre used a schoolboy for a 2 count, followed up with a future shock DDT for yet another near fall. Sheamus went for the brogue kick, but McIntyre nailed the Claymore kick. It was almost as if they did the brogue kick and the Claymore kick at the same time, but the Claymore kick nailed Sheamus, and McIntyre made the quick cover. And that was it. McIntyre pins Sheamus, and like I said, absolutely nothing on the line. WWE needs to start making matches like this feel important. What type of implication did this match have? I give that to you guys. And I know a lot of people agreed with me on social media. This was a Fastlane match. This should have been McIntyre's in. Now what? Now the road to WrestleMania just gets a little bit more chaotic, and it gets a little bit more diluted with a bunch of people that don't deserve to be in WWE title discussion. That's my fucking problem. There's nobody on this show even worth a title shot, and you're gonna give a fucking multi-man match, I know you are, at Fastlane. And it's gonna be predictable. Or maybe Lesnar shows up at Fastlane and fucks everything up. Nia Jax. What a transition, huh? From Drew McIntyre and Sheamus to Nia Jax. Nia Jax versus Naomi. This went 3 minutes. Nia Jax wins in 3 minutes. I thought Naomi and Lana were #1 contenders for the women's tag team titles. What happened? Seems like WWE might have forgotten. Or maybe they didn't forget, and they just get great pleasure in burying Lana and Naomi. I don't give a fuck either way. I think Lana is absolutely atrocious. I really do. I feel for Naomi, though. She got put into this situation with a little glimmer of hope, and now she's teaming with Lana, again, going nowhere. Nia Jax wins. This pretty much was a squash match, if you want me to be quite honest with you. This was a squash match. So we got Jax in the ring. I believe it was a one-armed choke slam that did Naomi in here. Clean, decisive win. Nia Jax wins. And to be quite honest with you folks, Naomi was squashed for the greater good. Naomi was squashed because, you might not know, because, I mean, who really watches NXT on Wednesday nights? I mean, give me a break. We got Nia Jax squashing Naomi because Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler will be heading down to the Capitol Wrestling Center. They will be on NXT TV Wednesday. They will be defending those women's tag team titles against Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. And my God, if WWE doesn't do the right thing, they did the right thing tonight. WWE doesn't give Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai the women's tag team titles, I will be very disappointed. Those tag team titles need to be on NXT. That is where the women's division actually feels like a women's division. And they won the Dusty Women's Tag Team Classic. They are actually a legit tag team. They've been together for more than 3 weeks. They've been together for quite a while. Since last War Games. Not this past War Games. The War Games before that. We need Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez as tag team champions. And those titles need to remain on NXT TV. Fuck the main roster. Fuck it. Tired of these makeshift tag teams being held together by fucking scotch tape. No more Naomi and Lana. No more Natalya and Tamina. No more catering and catering. No. No more. I don't need Dana Brooke running off with chocolate chip cheesecakes. Give me a break. Naomi was squashed for the greater good because the champions can't lose. But I might eat my words because, Shayna Baszler had a match with Charlotte Flair, so I guess whatever I just said was fucking irrelevant anyway. Naomi was squashed because they're going down to NXT and they need to get some wins under their belt before they defend those titles on Wednesday night. We got another Rhea Ripley vignette airing. She says, as soon as she comes to Monday Night Raw, everybody's nightmare will become a reality. Quite the words she's chosen for this vignette, folks. Because her nightmare is going to be Monday Night Raw. Never mind anybody else's fucking nightmare. The fact that you're going to Raw is your fucking nightmare. You better choose your word wisely, Ripley. Lashley and MVP, hour 2. Here we go. We got the WWE title on the line. The Miz defending against Bobby Lashley. So Lashley and MVP came out first. They milked the moments, really played it up. Miz's music hits. He didn't come out. MVP's asking the referee what's going on. Then they cut to the Miz backstage. He's holding his groin. He's holding his stomach. He's got severe cramps. He can't defend the title. He can't go out there and work. He's got cramps. He ate something bad in catering. It was the gourmet chicken tenders. I think the Miz asked for white meat. He got dark. And he got barbecue sauce instead of spicy mustard, I heard. I'll put in a complaint, okay? He normally doesn't fuck up. Now I gotta go in the fucking kitchen and talk to him. Titus. Where was Dana Brooke? He's got fucking cramps. He can't defend the title. He needs another hour. Another hour? Another hour he needs as the WWE champion. So, WWE has Adam Pearce go and check on The Miz. He's complaining he can't do it. He's got an obligation, Pearce says. Miz said people are laughing at him, but he needs a little bit more time. Lashley, in the ring, is seething. He exits the ring. He runs to the fucking back like people usually do when Nia Jax is on TV. Lashley just ran out of the fucking building. Ran to the back. He went right to the Miz, choked the Miz out. He said, you better get in the ring. 10 o'clock tonight. I will take your WWE championship. He threw the Miz down on the ground, and the Miz was selling his cramps. His cramps, the Miz. More prolonging. Everybody's on social media. Clickbait, WWE. This is what we waited for. I'm like, all right. I will accept this because I get it. The Miz is a pussy. The Miz is a pussy. I get it. I get that you got a 3-hour terrible wrestling show to sell. I get it. I'll play along. For once, I'll play along. But if we don't get this at 10 o'clock, I'm done. Then I'm going to start worrying. That was my mindset going into this. I'll play along. I know the Miz is a chicken shit champion. I know we're going to get something here tonight. We can't not have anything after WWE all night. This is one of the most biggest nights in WWE Raw history. That's all I had to hear on commentary. Tom Phillips say, this is one of the biggest nights in WWE history. Monday Night Raw history. What? The WWE title is being defended by The Miz on Monday Night Raw, and you're trying to shill me that this is one of the biggest nights in WWE Raw history? The fuck are you smoking, Phillips? So I'm going to play along. I'm going to play along with The Miz here. So now we have a match that was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. Now it's going to take place at 10 o'clock. But I get it. I get it. They got a 3-hour show, and WWE usually has their ratings fucking sink like a rock as the show goes on. I get it. I'm not an idiot. I get it. So we'll play along. So, Braun Strowman's in the ring, talking about sinking like a fucking rock. Braun Strowman. Remember when Braun Strowman was hot shit? Remember that? I know. I don't remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Titus remembers. Titus, while he's making some stir fry in the OTS kitchen. He's usually got the WWE Network on, man. I take a gander in the kitchen. He's watching old classic Braun Strowman matches with Roman Reigns. I see him. I'm like, yo, Titus, what's on the fucking menu tonight? I got people waiting in the rain. So we got Braun Strowman in the ring, and he wanted to address something that's obviously is bothering him, and that is management. Apparently management and Shane McMahon has something against Braun Strowman. Said without him in the Elimination Chamber match, it sucked. Let me get this straight, folks. Braun Strowman not being in the Elimination Chamber match made it suck. That's what I'm trying to comprehend here. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me rephrase what you're trying to say. Every time Braun Strowman is on television, Monday Night Raw sucks. There, I fixed it for you. If you were on the Elimination Chamber, which was a decent enough pay-per-view, if you were on that show, in that match would have sucked. The overall show would have sucked more than originally given. Braun Strowman sucks, folks. Wee-hee! Wee-hee! You know, I don't know. Listen, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, okay? I'm not sure you are aware of this situation, folks. Let me tell you something. Do I got the music queued up? Let me see if I got it queued up here, folks. Listen. Let me get it up. My computer's a little slow right now. Do I got it? Hold on. Wait a minute, it's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. It's breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I have groundbreaking information for you. This is information you're not going to hear anywhere else. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. Braun Strowman runs fast. I know, it's unbelievable, man. It is fucking unbelievable. I'm shocked myself. I am shocked myself, bro. I can't believe it. Now, if he can only wrestle. My God, man, we'd have fucking the new story of the year if he could only wrestle. Unbelievable. So he's out there. Shane McMahon comes shadow punching out, right? Shane told Braun, relax and chill out a little. Bro, we're not out here laughing at you, he says. Your inability to reach your own personal goals. You're a little angry. You're upset, he says. Shane, what do you know about being upset, bro? Do you know that we're upset every single fucking week for having to watch this piece of shit show? What the fuck do you know about being upset, Shane? Huh? So he says he helps people all the time, and lately he's helping himself take some MBA courses to make himself better. He said one subject he's taking is all about conflict management. He said the reading level is above Braun's level. Listen, man, a fucking second grader's reading level is above Braun Strowman's reading level. This is nothing new, Shane. So Shane told him to calm down. Shane says his tag team match, which I guess Braun Strowman was out there for a tag team match. I didn't know who the fuck he was wrestling. But his tag team match is now tonight about getting along with others. He said he made the tag team match, not Pearce. Don't be angry at him. I made the match. He said he needs to work with WWE management to resolve conflict. And that's why he's tagging him up with WWE management. So Braun asked, listen, Shane, are you going to be my tag team partner? Let's not be ridiculous, Braun, Shane says. Shane said the only person in WWE management he has any problem with is Pearce. So your tag team partner tonight is going to be Pearce. Braun said this idea sucked. Shane told Braun, don't be so myopic. Now listen, Shane, listen, bro. I love you, man, but now you're using words that Braun Strowman can't even fucking spell, never mind know the meaning of. He said they could team up tonight to go after the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. Braun actually then said, whoa, listen. Now that actually doesn't sound too bad. But if Adam Pearce screws it up, he's going to get these hands, he says. So he grabbed Pearce by his suit jacket, and then Shane calmed down Braun as the Hurt Business came out to defend the tag team titles against Adam Pearce and Braun Strowman. Folks, we got the tag team titles on Monday Night Raw as worthless as any title in the entire company. And I don't mean any disrespect to Shelton Benjamin or Cedric Alexander. None. None whatsoever. But if we now are making tag team title matches on Monday Night Raw with Braun Strowman teaming with Adam Pearce, who, by the way, wasn't even in wrestling gear. He was in his fucking suit. We got some fucking problems, folks. I said this weeks ago, and I've been saying this for the last 6 years. I don't understand why we are in a current WWE product where we need 2 tag team titles in the men's division with 1 or 2 teams on Monday night, 1 or 2 teams, if that, on SmackDown. Why do we have 2 separate divisions when you don't have more than 2 teams in each division? Who thinks that 2 teams makes a tag team division? Now, I get Vince McMahon doesn't like tag team wrestling. I get the tag team titles are worthless. But if you are now putting Braun Strowman and Adam Pearce, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever, in a tag team title match just to sell this storyline to make Braun more angry that management is against him, doesn't really make the tag team division look all that good, bro. There's no other team outside the Lucha House Party and the New Day on Monday Night Raw. And we've been through the New Day left and right for years now. Nobody wants to see that again. The Hurt Business and the New Day, we've seen that over and over and over again. Merge the fucking divisions. Give the goddamn titles to the Street Profits before WrestleMania and book me Shelton and Cedric versus the Hurt Business Shelton and Cedric versus the Hurt Business. That'd be a matchup. Shelton and Cedric versus the Street Profits at WrestleMania. Unify the tag team titles. Unify the tag team championships. That's it. It's not that difficult, Bruce. It's not that difficult, bro. Just do it. Your shows will be better off for it. And while you're at it, merge the women's tag team divisions as well. Or merge the women's divisions, period. Enough of this shit. How many fucking times we got to see Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax versus Charlotte Flair? You fucking serious? So what happened here? What happened here? Cedric and Shelton win in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I see some people in the chat. I'd love to see Cedric and Shelton versus the Hurt Business. Yeah. It would probably be the best fucking match on the entire show. Best tag team match in decades. Because there's no other fucking tag teams. Cedric and Shelton win in 3 minutes. They retain the Raw Tag Team titles. How did this happen? So, Braun, he power slammed Shelton Benjamin. They were about to win the tag team titles. He was about to go for the pin. Shane jumped on the apron, started yelling at Braun, make the tag, make the tag, make the tag, to Adam Pearce. He wanted Adam Pearce to pin Shelton Benjamin to win the tag team championships. Thank Christ that didn't happen. Can you imagine that? So as soon as Adam Pearce gets in the ring, Shelton Benjamin gives him a small package, and Shelton retains the titles by pinning Adam Pearce. Shane McMahon fucked up, forced Braun Strowman out of the match. Adam Pearce loses the match, which means Braun Strowman doesn't win the Raw Tag Team titles. Folks, what are we doing here? We're going to WrestleMania with Braun Strowman and his likely opponent in Shane McMahon. Does that interest you? Or are you going to be using that match as a bathroom break on April 10th? That sounds awful. You have nothing to do with Braun Strowman, so let's put him in the ring with the McMahon. I remember when everybody was jumping on my back, all these blue checkmark fucking geeks on social media, all hyping up Braun Strowman. Oh, Braun Strowman. Whee! You know? He's the next big thing. He's the big fucking guy in town, right? He's the hottest act in WWE. And once upon a time, I was even a Braun Strowman guy, man. When he was throwing Roman Reigns off fucking loading docks while Roman was on a gurney, I was all for that. I was really all for that. When he was tearing down Titantrons and fucking flipping ambulances, walking away from them, listen, I was all for that. WWE had not once but two opportunities to put this guy over big, and they didn't do it. And I said it then, and I'll say it even louder now. Braun Strowman is worthless. WWE has run the gambit on Braun Strowman, and there's nothing left to do with Braun Strowman. He's a one-trick pony. And you've run out of tricks with Braun Strowman. Seriously, you guys think it's a fucking running joke on here. All he does is legitimately run fast. That's all he does. Guy sucks in the ring. Guy's a one-trick pony. He's a big guy that's semi-athletic. And there's nothing special about him. Everybody was riding this guy's dick for years. I said it then, I'll say it now. The guy sucks. Braun Strowman is an absolute waste. Every segment he's a part of, I roll my eyes as far to the back of my fucking head as I possibly can. This guy, as far as the big man goes, boring. He is not original. He is just one of the most uncreative characters on WWE television, and I'm supposed to sit there and look at Braun Strowman as a top guy in this company. This guy is a mid-card act at best, and that's me being generous. Braun Strowman sucks in every aspect. There's nothing about the character that I'm invested in. He sucks in the ring. He comes off like a fucking blithering idiot. There's nothing the guy says that sounds cool or I'm emotionally invested in. The guy sucks. The guy is awful. And if there is a match with Shane McMahon, you know who I'm going for? I hope Shane buries him at WrestleMania. What has Braun done to deserve even beating Shane McMahon at WrestleMania? Nothing. Zero. Backstage, Elias was with Jackson Riker. They approached Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. Elias says his music changes people and compared it to the Beatles. He suggested they work together on a single, and he would have his people call Bad Bunny's people. Priest translated for Bunny, no way. That means no, he's not working with you. So we got Damian Priest versus Elias on Monday Night Raw. Folks, I will say this, you know how I just ranted on Braun Strowman. Elias is he's actually a character compared to Braun Strowman, but my God, man, Elias is one of the most boring acts on WWE television, man. There's absolutely no conceivable way anybody could possibly care about anything Elias does on Raw. The guy was as over as anybody in the company, and WWE never fully embraced that. He was over as genuine as anybody could be, and WWE frowns upon that, no matter if they like you or they hate you. The guy was over. Did WWE ever pull the trigger on Elias? No. They never pulled the trigger on him as a heel. They never pulled the trigger on him as a babyface. Now he's back to being a heel. Nobody gives a fuck about Elias. Nobody. He's semi-okay in the ring. He's not even that good of a professional wrestler. The guy's just boring. And why would anybody fucking care if WWE pulls the rug out of this guy or underneath from this guy for years? How are you supposed to care about somebody when he's been buried in 50-50 booking? Elias's main fucking conquest in WWE, his main thing that he's known for, he's the king of 50-50 booking. So why would you care about this guy? Now he's in the ring with Damian Priest for 15 minutes. Priest, I'm a fan of. Elias, not so much. We got Elias losing to Damian Priest. We got Elias using Riker as a distraction to apply a cradle, but Priest countered into one of his own cradles for a 2. Elias came right back with a knee strike for a near fall. Priest then used Hit the Lights on Elias, and he got the pinfall victory. Not really all that good, folks. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. A lot of people were asking, why did he change the name of his finishing move from Reckoning to Hit the Lights? Well, I'm assuming it has to do something with Mia Yim. Her name is Reckoning. So he had to change the name of the move, which was Reckoning, and now he changed the name to Hit the Lights, which is a track off of Metallica's first album called Kill 'Em All, which goes in line with Priest loving heavy metal, which I appreciate. And he's from the Bronx. So there you go. We got a Randy Orton segment. Randy Orton was in the back with Kayla Braxton. She asked for his thoughts on the increasingly bizarre events that he's been subjected to since TLC when he faced The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match. Orton says he doesn't know what the hell happened last week. He said what he does know is Alexa Bliss had a part in this play. They replayed what happened last week with the black goo or the black fucking substance coming from his mouth. Orton says he ought to stay out of his space or there will be no compassion with what happens next. Bliss then all of a sudden showed up on a monitor behind him where he was being interviewed by Kayla Braxton. And she was sitting in a circle just similar to what happened last week with the black goo. She was sitting in a pentagram. Very satanic imagery here again. Right back to the satanic imagery. WWE ain't hiding anything here, bro. Right back into the pentagram. And she started giggling with those creepy eyes of hers. Randy, hee, you're so silly. And she got all serious. And she was winding up one of those toy boxes, those chime boxes. Bring it back. Jack in the Box. Bring it back. Her eyes got all spooky. And she whispered, bring it back. Then they showed Randy Orton on the screen, and it was a look-alike Randy Orton. It was almost a demonic version of Randy Orton. His eyes blacked out. He was all red like he was possessed. Felt like I needed a fucking priest to come in here and do an exorcism. Let's call Zach Bagans and get some fucking priests to do an exorcism. So this demonic Randy Orton was telling the real Randy Orton that this won't end on his terms because soon he will come face to face with everything he has ever done. Orton started looking at the image on the screen of this evil Randy Orton, and he started gagging and choking again, holding his throat as if he was about to choke up this black goo again. And this Randy Orton figure just laughed, very satanic-like, on the monitor in the back. This was some creepy shit, man. WWE ain't really hiding anything about this satanic imagery here, bro. Seriously. You think this is all a fucking joke? That's what these people do, man. Anyway, guys. Take a little bit of a break here. Wipe this sweat off. Braun Strowman, man. Got me all heated over here. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the podcast tonight, man. How you guys liking the podcast tonight, man? How you guys loving that intro? With the Mustang parked outside, bro. Fucking beautiful. I could look at that goddamn intro all day long, man. Beautiful. Guys, tonight's show is sponsored by Dr. Squatch. I know I use Dr. Squatch. I hope you guys are using Dr. Squatch as well, man. I use it every single day, every single week. Their cold brew cleanse, bro. Oh. I never bathed in something that smelled so good, man. I don't know whether to drink it or bathe in it. So good. Dr. Squatch, man. They're going to take care of that hygiene for you. You know how wrestling fans are always stereotyped as smelly and fat, and they're all geeks. Bro, don't fall into those stereotypes, man. Don't. Dr. Squatch promises to have you look your best, smell your best, feel your best. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, you guys are already listening to the best right here on Off the Script. Why not use Dr. Squatch, man? It goes hand in hand. Seriously, when you guys swipe right on Bumble and you see that date that you like, hey, man, and you got the conversation started, you got a date coming up, you exchange numbers, what are you gonna go, bathe in some fucking artificial garbage to get ready for your date, or are you gonna bathe in Dr. Squatch? Guarantee you're gonna show up to that date, she's gonna be like, oh, this guy smells good. He may be a wrestling geek, but I want to take him back to the apartment. Dr. Squatch, man. They got shampoos, they got conditioners, they got soaps, they got deodorants, they got toothpaste, and I'm telling you, man, it's all natural. Made from the finest that this planet provides, man. All natural, no artificial anything in Dr. Squatch. You guys can use code SCRIPT at checkout to save 20% off. DrSquatch.com. And I want to thank them for supporting the podcast right here on Off the Script, man. Dr. Squatch is some good stuff, bro. Go get yourself some Dr. Squatch. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. This is attempt number 3 at the WWE title match, man. Miz and Morrison, they made their way to the ring. And Miz is out there ready to defend the WWE title against Bobby Lashley. Joe said this could have been a WrestleMania match, but it's about to happen right now on Raw. Joe, I love you, but stop lying to the audience. Stop lying to the audience at home. We already had to listen to Tom Phillips show that this was one of the biggest nights in Monday Night Raw history. Now you're telling me that this is a WrestleMania main event? Give me a break. Give me a break, bro. This ain't no fucking video game, okay? The bell rang. The Miz ran from the ring, rolled underneath the bottom rope, went to the timekeeper's area, grabbed the WWE title, ran to the back, and I mean ran. You talk about Braun Strowman running fast. The Miz runs fast. Out of the building. He grabbed the WWE title, and he ran away. Bobby Lashley wins this restarted match by countout. Bobby Lashley looked like a fucking geek. Standing in the ring, his hands are in the air, his hands are on his head. I don't believe the Miz did this, yada, yada, yada. MVP's asking the referee what the fuck happened. They both look like a bunch of geeks. But I have to ask. I gotta ask, MVP, why isn't Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin out there with you guys to prevent something like this happening? The Miz already played you the first time in the beginning of the show at 9 o'clock. You didn't know he was up to some shenanigans here? You didn't think that Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander wouldn't stop this bullshit from happening? Where were they? Standing there with his arms out. He don't even go run after the Miz. He just lets the Miz run away. So now this is strike 2 by WWE. At this point in the show, I'm like, all right. Now I'm getting pissed. I'm going to give it to the end of the show. If I don't get what I want here, then I'm going to fucking explode live on YouTube, which I'm sure would bring great enjoyment to everybody watching me here tonight. So I was pissed. I'm like, just get this fucking shit over with, man. Enough is enough. How does this make the title look good? I don't give a fuck who it's going to. That's what you do with the WWE title? On what show do you want your champion, no matter how cowardly he is, running away with the WWE title like that, not willing to defend the fucking title? This is exactly why I didn't want The Miz as WWE champion. Backstage, Shane was yelling, fuming that this match didn't get started. Lashley was angry. MVP was angry. Everybody was angry. Technically, it was the WWE Championship match. He won the WWE Championship match, but he didn't win the title. He won via countout, but he didn't win the title. Yeah, I get it. Thank you for telling me how a fucking countout works, Mr. McMahon. So Shane said the Miz pulled a sly one on Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business. So twice we've been screwed. Twice we've been screwed, Shane. This is bullshit, man, says MVP. And they didn't blurt out bullshit. They didn't bleep it out. He said it. I'm like, whoa. We need to see more of that on Monday Night Raw, period. So Shane is considering, key word here, considering stripping the Miz of the WWE title and giving it to Lashley. Lashley said, listen, I would rather Shane find Miz so I can beat the piss out of him. MVP was like, you would do that for us? Shane says, I'm considering it. And that was it. Strike two at this point. Strike two, WWE. The WWE title at this point is lessening its value every single time The Miz comes out. Speaking of lessening value, Charlotte brings no value to this show. She made her ring entrance. Saxton said Charlotte is usually unflappable, but has issues with Ric Flair and Lacey Evans, who were not on this show. I don't know what the fuck that means. Unflappable? Yes, please. Fly away. Flap away, Charlotte. Go fly away with your fucking peacock feathers. Nobody wants you on this fucking program. So Charlotte said she came back from being injured to legitimately be Asuka's tag team partner. Sure you did. She said Asuka has busted her ass for the last 6 or 7 months to become an amazing champion. Charlotte, according to my records and statistics here, as I'm looking over payroll, seems to me that Asuka hasn't defended that title in 6 months on pay-per-view. So please elaborate how she is becoming an amazing champion on Monday Night Raw. In this division? She's an amazing champion in this division. I'd love for you to tell me against who. Asuka's done nothing with that championship since she's been gifted that championship from Becky Lynch. The only thing she's done with that championship is the back and forth with Sasha Banks. That's it. I don't think she's defended the title since fucking SummerSlam. If you want me to be brutally honest with you, has she defended the title on pay-per-view since SummerSlam? Please. Like I'm playing Family Feud. No. The answer is no. She said she told her dad last week to go home. I wish WWE would tell Charlotte to go home. And he has gone home. She said now they're 6 weeks away from WrestleMania. She said Bianca Belair has chosen her partner. I'm assuming she meant opponent here. Or I guess dance partner in WrestleMania. I don't know what the fuck she meant. Maybe she mixed up her words. Partner, opponent, whatever the fuck she meant. And she's facing Sasha Banks, the boss, at WrestleMania. She asked who is going to face Asuka at WrestleMania. She said she thought about it, and she's decided she now wants to face Asuka at WrestleMania. She says Asuka right now is injured at home. So you went from explaining that you legitimately came back to be Asuka's partner. Now you want to face Asuka for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. And how Asuka was an amazing champion. Yet you want to take the title from Asuka. To do what? I hope everybody realizes that's listening to me that if Charlotte wins the championship at WrestleMania, the title is going to be even worthless, more worthless than it already is. Charlotte will do nothing with that championship. Nothing. What do you think's going to happen? Charlotte's going to win the championship. Rhea Ripley's going to get her championship run at the title against Charlotte Flair. They're going to play that back. Becky's going to be back. We're going to get Rhea and Charlotte, Becky and Charlotte again. Fuck this shit, man. Just give the goddamn fucking title to Rhea Ripley and have Becky come back and fight Rhea Ripley for the goddamn title. It's going to be more than Rhea Ripley to help aid this division. Charlotte and Asuka is not a WrestleMania match at this point. You've buried Asuka so much that I don't think anybody gives a fuck about the Raw Women's title. And that's not Asuka's fault. That's not Asuka's fault. I'm going to go a step further. Keep Charlotte off of WrestleMania. WrestleMania does not need Charlotte Flair. It doesn't. If you're going to sit there and tell me that WrestleMania is better with Charlotte Flair on it, you're a complete fucking idiot. Charlotte sucks. She aids no division. She's actually made the division worse since she's been back. She's done nothing on Raw that's of any importance whatsoever. And you want to put her in a championship match at WrestleMania for what? Because she's Charlotte Flair? What has she done? Nothing. WrestleMania will not need Charlotte Flair to be WrestleMania. In fact, she makes the show worse. Just give Asuka Rhea Ripley, have Rhea Ripley win some fucking stipulation match at Fastlane, give Rhea the goddamn title, give her a run at the top, and have Becky come back, and boom, we got something new and something fresh. We got the man versus the future man. That's it. Charlotte doesn't need WrestleMania. You could give her a Naomi, or you could give her a Nia Jax on the pre-show. You could put a Battle Royal together, put them on the Battle Royal pre-show, whatever. Charlotte does not need WrestleMania. WrestleMania doesn't need Charlotte Flair. There's your hot take of the evening. Overrated. She does nothing to make that division better. Absolutely nothing. Every time she comes out, my skin crawls. She's that terrible. Awful. WWE has ruined Charlotte to a point where she is absolutely worse than Roman Reigns ever was in 6 years. And I don't believe I'm saying that. They replayed Baszler kicking a tooth out of Asuka's mouth. That shit looked fucking brutal. Holy shit, do I feel for Asuka. Not only is she being buried as the champion, but she lost a fucking tooth. Maybe we should call Britt Baker. Or Isaac Yankem, one or the other. Is Kane available? Is Glenn Jacobs available? So, Jax and Baszler walk out. Baszler said Charlotte is out there talking about herself. What else is new? Nothing's new, Shayna. It's the same old fucking song and dance on this terrible program. She said she's an army of one fighting an uphill battle. She says she happens to be the reason that the Raw Women's Champion has no teeth. Then she said that she and Jax are the most dominant force in WWE. Yeah, we'll see about that on Wednesday, Shayna. And this isn't the road to WrestleMania she's accustomed to. Jax said it's a shame she sent her father home because nobody likes her in the WWE locker room and they prefer she went home instead. Folks, that is a legit shoot. That is a legit shoot by Nia Jax. You know, Nia Jax has this hot and cold aura about her, man. Normally, I don't like Nia Jax. Normally, I think she's fucking terrible. But when she says shit like this, it's almost as if Nia Jax is wanting me to like her. Really. She told Charlotte that nobody in the locker room likes her and that they'd all prefer she goes home instead. It's a shoot. She said the power in the division has shifted and she needs to get it in her head that it's going to be one of them who challenges Asuka when she returns. That is, if she returns. And then Jax said, Charlotte, you got a nice smile. Do you sure you want a match against Shayna Baszler? So we got Charlotte versus Shayna Baszler. This went 3 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. A Charlotte and Shayna Baszler match went 3 minutes with Charlotte barely selling for Shayna Baszler, folks. Maybe instead of sending Keith Lee down to the fucking Performance Center, maybe we should send Charlotte Flair back to the Performance Center because she can't sell for shit, man. I swear to God, Charlotte couldn't sell fucking cold water to a family's house that is burning on fire. This woman is fucking garbage at what she does. Overrated, man. She may be good in spurts, but my God, man, you're looking at Charlotte as one of the best ever. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break, man. Charlotte wins in 3 minutes. Shayna had the cure for the clutch. Charlotte broke free. No selling it. Hit the natural selection for the win. Goodbye. They just beat Shayna Baszler in an unannounced 3-minute nothing match while they have a championship match on Wednesday's NXT against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. But this match needed to be on Raw tonight. Charlotte needed this win. She absolutely needed this win, right? Lucha House Party and Riddle, Matt Riddle versus Retribution. Why we got a 6-man tag that goes 2 minutes on Monday Night Raw? I don't know. Bruce, would you mind explaining to me why we got a 6-man tag that went 2 minutes? Lucha House Party and Riddle win in 2 minutes. T-Bar opened up the match with a devastating chokeslam on Riddle to one of his knees. Got a near fall. Dorado leapt off of Metalik's shoulders, splashed, slapped dick for the win. Then we go into an impromptu match with Mustafa Ali versus Riddle. This went 3 minutes because Ali was angry at his guys for not winning again. And then he wanted to show them how to win. And Matt Riddle loses. Ali wins with help from his boys, beating the United States champion in a non-title match. Folks, Matt Riddle is United States champion for 2 weeks. This guy is United States champion for 2 fucking weeks. And WWE books an impromptu match with the new United States champion who just won the fucking title in 2 weeks to lose to Retribution. Yeah, he lost to Ali, but he lost to Ali in a non-title match after winning the title in 2 weeks. At the Elimination Chamber 2 weeks ago. Now, I don't know where they're going with this Retribution angle. Ali was so upset at Retribution, they ended up helping him beat Matt Riddle. Last week, we were getting this fucking group breaking up. And now they're all hunky-dory again. Right back to being buddy-buddy. Hey, you guys suck. And they help their leader get a win. Everything's all right now. You just jobbed out the new United States champion in 2 minutes to a group that has failed greater than the ratings on Monday Night Raw in 2020. This group is fucking made and comprised of jobbers. And you just jobbed out your United States champion in 2 minutes. Does nothing remain sacred to you? Does championships even matter to you? Does talent mean anything? Does momentum and consistency mean anything to you? Was this necessary for 3 fucking minutes? Was it necessary? Fuck Bruce Pritchard. Fuck Bruce Pritchard. And fuck Vince McMahon. This show sucks. Awful. Adam Pearce and Shane McMahon, they were chatting with the MIZ. He asked if they were really threatening to strip him of his title. MIZ says he did what every great champion would do, which is retain his title by any means necessary. No, Miz, you're a fucking bum, okay? That's not what real champions do by any means necessary. You ran away from the fucking ring. Not one punch was thrown. Yet that's what real champions do. Are you fucking serious? Get this guy off the fucking show. Real champions. The fuck would Miz know about being a real champion? This guy ran away. He's like, I retain my title by any means necessary. He said he showed up, stomach ache and all, and defended the title legitimately. Shane asked what the steps will be. Miz asked. Shane says, well, I'm not sure yet. But he will make him defend it legitimately, he says. Said he's going to think about it and make sure it happens. Miz asked if Shane has any idea what will happen to the brand if he's not champion. I'm the superstar you can revolve an entire brand around, he says. Then he's going on about he's available for media appearances at all hours. I deserve respect. No, Miz, geek, clown, scrub, bum, loser. The title deserves respect. You don't. You don't bring the title respect. What kind of champion do you think Bobby Lashley would be? a champion who doesn't run away. Shane says they might find out tonight what type of champion Bobby Lashley would be. He called him champ, patted him on the shoulder, and told Miz to get to the ring. We got Miz with John Morrison versus Bobby Lashley. Shane McMahon came out when the Miz was out there. Miz was dancing around, getting ready to scheme and do something fucking sly again. Shane McMahon comes out and says, you know, Miz, I finally figured out what that stipulation's going to be. Going to make this a lumberjack match. So we got most of the Monday Night Raw roster out there. Retribution, Lucha House Party, Matt Riddle. We got Drew Gulak out there. Jeff Hardy's out there. Bunch of guys from the Raw locker room are out there. Matt Riddle's giggling like a fucking 7-year-old on the outside. He's sitting on the barricade, really happy that the Miz is getting his ass kicked. Miz tried to run away. He was trying to lobby with Retribution to help him. He was trying to lobby to Gulak and everybody else on the outside. Nobody gave a fuck. They threw this guy right back into the ring. Bobby Lashley was beating this guy from pillar to post. Lashley gave Miz a flatliner, then he mounted him, started punching away at him. Lashley pressed Miz over the top rope into the arms of T-Bar and slapped Dick. And then Lashley, he had the guys roll Miz back into the ring. He gave Miz a spine buster. He set up for the Hurt Lock. He applied the Hurt Lock. Miz tapped out, and the ref called for the bell. And the one thing that probably the best thing about this show tonight was Bobby Lashley. You looked at Bobby Lashley in the eyes when he let go of the Hurt Lock, and it's almost as if his eyes started to water, as if he was genuinely happy. This is the first time in 17 years he won the WWE Championship. I was never a big Bobby Lashley guy. I'm still not a big Bobby Lashley guy, but I got to give credit where credit is due. They've done right by this guy. They've booked him very impressive to a point where I don't think anybody is going to look at this as a bad thing. I think everybody is in joint agreement with Bobby Lashley being the WWE Champion. And honestly, I would rather Bobby Lashley be the WWE Champion at this point than Drew McIntyre. I genuinely don't know if Drew McIntyre is going to be enough to bring this to a WWE main event at WrestleMania. It's not. It's not a main event match. I don't care what anybody says. This is a mid-card match at best. This is a Del Rio type championship match at WrestleMania. That's no disrespect to what Bobby Lashley has done. It just hasn't been a good year for the WWE Championship. It hasn't. WWE giving that title to The Miz has devalued the title on the road to WrestleMania. When you look at the road to WrestleMania and you see The Miz as the WWE Champion on this road, you can't take that seriously. I mean, look at what he did with the championship tonight. I don't give a fuck what his character is. He should have never been given the championship. There were so many illogical gaps in this story with The Miz that he should have never even been put in that position to be WWE Champion. He lost the briefcase. You just can't lose the briefcase and then give it back to him. He cashed it in. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre is something that I don't really care for. Brock Lesnar is the only way that this match could feel like a main event match. But I don't know what WWE's status is with Brock Lesnar. I don't know where they go from here. But I will say this. They made the right decision tonight. As stupid as it looked, Bobby Lashley winning the WWE title was the right decision tonight. But I have so many questions, and a lot of people are going to misconstrue my questions as me complaining. But there's so much validity behind all of my concerns. Lashley and McIntyre, fine. How many people want Lashley as the WWE champion? A lot of people. How many people want Drew McIntyre as the WWE champion? I think a lot of people are over this Drew McIntyre run. So where do we go from here? Bobby Lashley's not really the type of guy that's going to maintain a dominant run at the top. It's going to get boring. It's going to be boring as as we watch Raw every week, to see Lashley as WWE champion, it's not something that I'm interested in. And if McIntyre wins the title back, which WWE could easily build him around the WWE title again and give him that crowning moment in front of fans, even if he does win the title, where do we go from there with Drew McIntyre as champion? Does he remain champion throughout the rest of the year? How different is it going to be compared to his first run? I think we're over this shit, man. I really am. Lesnar makes the match a main event match. I don't know what that means for the title itself. That's another whole can of worms. But all I know is WWE's got a large problem on Monday night. That title right now is... That title's in deep shit. Bobby Lashley's not the guy to lead this show. Bobby Lashley's only a short-term answer, folks. Bobby Lashley's not the guy to lead this show. He's only the guy right now to lead that title into WrestleMania because the fucking title was on the MIZ. And that is the God's honest truth. Drew McIntyre's not the guy to lead this show because it seems like WWE hasn't really booked him as a Roman Reigns-like champion. If they loved Drew McIntyre as champion, he would have been booked the same way as Roman Reigns. And that did not happen. For all we know, WWE could be wanting to give the title back to Brock Lesnar because Brock is a big name. He's a ratings draw. And they feel like they got nobody else. They can't trust anybody else. Bobby Lashley's the WWE champion, at least till WrestleMania. After that, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. Bobby Lashley will not lead the show. Bobby Lashley is not a long-term WWE champion. He's not. And for everybody in the chat saying he will lead the show, no, he won't. The Miz was a fucking shotgun blast to the WWE's fucking gut. Bobby Lashley now is the surgeon trying to piece this shit together. He's not the guy to stop the bleeding. I don't know what happens here, man. Maybe we get Adam Cole being brought up to Monday Night Raw and he's the guy. I would rather see a guy like that on Monday Night Raw as the WWE champion because that's a guy I think everybody could get behind, and that's a guy that would really embody what a champion should be. That's just my take. Because there's nobody right now on Monday Night Raw that I see WWE giving that title to. Keith Lee, trash. They buried him to a fucking point where nobody wants to see him anywhere near the top. Ricochet, AJ Styles. AJ Styles been there, done that. AJ Styles, yeah, he'll get the thumbs up of approval from the fan base, but he's not going to be the guy that people want to see in there long term. This is why I don't understand why WWE did not go with Edge and Drew McIntyre. I don't know why they didn't just go with Edge choosing Drew McIntyre. I don't get it. Look at the title situation on Raw and look at the title situation on SmackDown. Fucking opposite worlds, bro. Reigns could have easily had Bryan. McIntyre could have easily had Edge. There's your two nights. Your two main event nights. And you build from that. Rhea Asuka. Sasha Bianca. Lashley Lesnar. I don't understand why we got to struggle with this shit and start piecing shit together now for the WWE title when all of this could have been spared coming out of the Royal Rumble. Now look at where we are. That's just my 2 cents. No, I'm not bugging. Adam Cole over Bobby Lashley. I'll take Adam Cole. Adam Cole would run circles around Bobby Lashley. Give me a break. I'm not saying Adam Cole is going to take the title of Bobby Lashley. That's what Drew McIntyre's for. And they have a little history in NXT, if you guys don't remember. Not saying for Adam Cole to beat Bobby Lashley. Saying Adam Cole should be a future WWE champion. You want to inject some youth and some fucking new into this show? Adam Cole's your guy. He's not going to be down there much longer. He's going to fall to Kyle O'Reilly, get booted from Undisputed Era, and he's obviously going to be called up to the main roster. Or better yet, just call Cross up and have Cross kill everybody on Monday Night Raw. That's something we can all get behind. Right? Maybe Cross gets called up. He'll take the title from Drew McIntyre. Done. Either way, it's not going to be Lashley. It's not going to be McIntyre. It's got to be somebody new. This show needs it. We need it. WWE needs it. Enough of the same old shit going back to what clearly didn't work the first time. Come on. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of my shot. Ridiculous. Not saying anything negative about Lashley, man. Lashley has improved. Lashley's been booked great. What the fuck don't you guys understand? I've said he's been booked perfectly. Why are you guys fucking listening to what you want? Lashley and McIntyre is not a main event match at WrestleMania. It's not. And McIntyre and Lashley is not even good enough for a fucking Clash of Champions show. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Lashley is not the guy to lead this show. He is a fucking interim because WWE fucked up creatively. It needs to be somebody new. That's what I'm talking about. It needs to be somebody new. How soon before we start hearing people are bored of Bobby Lash? I'd give it till fucking May. You know how fans are. And McIntyre, if he wins the title back, I want to see how many people complain that he's the champion for a third time in 1 year. Cross or Cole? No ifs, ands, or buts, man. Super chats are open, man. Get them on in. Aleister Black was the guy. Aleister Black was the guy, man. WWE fucked him up. He could have been a heel or a babyface to go against either one of these guys. Scooter, the U Smith. $5 super chat. That was beautiful to see. Miz getting squashed like the bum loser he is. Lashley may not be able, or may not be a lot of people's cup of tea, but he's better booked than the Miz. He's never looked better. Absolutely, man. Jacob Donnelly, what's up, brother? $5 super chat. The casuals must be having a stroke now that the Miz is a WWE champion. LOL, good riddance. Goodbye, Miz. I don't understand what you guys don't understand. Bobby Lashley is not fit to run the fucking show. He's 45 years old. Okay? You want him to have a year reign as champion? That sounds like a boring 1 year to me of mediocre fucking matches for the WWE title. The WWE title should be the best that your company has. Bobby Lashley is nowhere near that. Nowhere. Give me a break. Bobby Lashley was asked to fix WWE and the title situation. Because either WWE knew they fucked up with The Miz or they got bored of McIntyre and they needed something else. Like I said, watch the beginning of the show. I don't know if this is hindering on Lesnar. Maybe they didn't want to do Drew versus Lesnar. Maybe Lesnar's not coming back. We don't fucking know. Maybe they wanted Drew to get a major WrestleMania moment with somebody that's been as dominant with somebody not named Brock Lesnar. So that's why they booked him in this situation. But I don't think Bobby Lashley's been booked for the entire year to put over Drew McIntyre. This is a last-minute thing. Bobby Lashley wasn't booked the entire year to put over fucking Drew McIntyre. They always had Lesnar in mind. Age definitely does matter. Age absolutely matters. If you think age doesn't matter, you're a direct fucking problem to why WWE sucks. Because they don't trust anybody over the age of fucking 30. Or under the age of 30, I should say. They don't trust anybody under the age of 45. All the youth has been thrown out the window. Scooter the U Smith. Now I may watch many. Depends on who the opponent is. And we'll see. Hollywood Guy, $5 super chat. Hey, JD, now that Lashley won, who will be next? Lashley versus Goldberg, Lashley versus Drew, Lashley versus Lesnar. Boring, and Lashley Lesnar is the only thing I want to see because it's the only thing that we haven't seen. Right there. You're already booking him against Goldberg and Drew McIntyre. Boring. I don't need a fucking crystal ball to see what people on social media are going to be saying if Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley start feuding. Boring. Nobody can stand Drew McIntyre now anyway. Cool Jags, $4.99. Thank God the Miz lost tonight because I was ready to see some horrible shit about him on the podcast. He gave me Goldberg level of hatred tonight. They had to do the right thing today, man. And I'm glad that they did. Freebird with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you for the super chat, bro. No comment. Appreciate you. Cool Jags with another $4.99 super chat. By the way, Raw was still absolutely terrible tonight because Drew versus Sheamus and Bobby versus The Miz. Everything else was irrelevant garbage. The show sucks, man. The show is just garbage. There's nothing important on this show. The only important things on WWE TV right now are Roman Reigns and whatever Apollo Crews and Big E are doing. That's it. That's sad. 5 hours of television on a weekly basis and nothing is important. Freebird with another $4.99 super chat. Don't be shy, bro. Don't be shy. The Real Mystico with a $1.99 super chat. Being a fan, subscribed since 2015 Royal Rumble. Keep it up, JD. Thank you so much, brother. Octavius Forson with a $1.99 super chat. Another shy fan. Don't be shy, Octavius. Scooter the U Smith, $5 super chat. As a black man, even I am an avid Bobby Lashley defender, even when he was booked horribly. I teared up a little bit, and I'm glad he finally did it. It was a good moment. I seen the tears in his eyes, man. Good for him. He's just not the guy to lead this show. He may be the guy to lead it into WrestleMania, but he's not the guy to lead Monday Night Raw for the remainder of the year. You're just fooling yourself at that point. You just are. Big Wheezy with a $5 super chat. Where are those Miz supporters at now? Also, great Twitch today talking about content creators. I really appreciate that. Everybody's out for themselves, man. Nobody wants to give praise openly. Others in this community, they thrive on watching people fail, bro. It's disgusting. It really is. There's no congratulatory fucking texts or tweets or anything. Everybody just looks at others in this community with hatred, jealousy, and they're waiting for them to fucking make one misstep and fail. So fuck the community. Just do you. Everybody should want to get better as well on their own. If you don't want to get better, then you're going to sit in the fucking sea of mediocrity and failure that you already sit in. I'm not about that. There's a reason why we're number one every fucking week. Gracie Pie, $2 super chat. Miz equals best ever. Deserves belt for a year-long reign. Gracie, take your $2 and shove it up your fucking pee hole. Miz is trash. Absolutely one of the worst wrestlers in the entire company, bro. One of the worst offenses ever in WWE. Weston Mayher, $1.99 super chat. Are you a big fan of Dr. Disrespect? Love the intro. Doc is cool, bro. Who wouldn't want to up their game like Doc? Give me a fucking break. Oh, but you're copying. I don't know. Doc doesn't drive a Mustang, does he? Fuck do I know? He's too good for fucking Ford. Give me a break. I go out and spend fucking loads of money on fucking shit to make you guys feel better here and up the game in the podcast. Yeah, you want to sit there and critique me about what the fuck I'm doing with my money and what I'm doing with my channel. Go fuck yourself. If you don't like it, go watch some other fucking idiot that does it less better than me. Matt Eagle with a $4.99 super chat. Even if it was for one night, it's an utter disgrace that WWE would treat their company world title as a complete joke. It's the way they view the WWE. It's the way they look at WWE, man. Bruce looks at WWE like a joke. He looks at it like a paycheck. That's why you got what you got tonight. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. I've been a Lashley fan since his first run. I'm happy WWE finally pulled the trigger on Lashley. Mania is finally calling his name. Yeah, and he'll lose. Good for him. He'll go into WrestleMania as champion and more than likely walk out without the title. Jericho 8131 $5 super chat. I enjoyed McIntyre as WWE champion, but to avoid over pushing him, he shouldn't be world champion again until fans are back at full capacity in arenas. We're gonna have fans at capacity at WrestleMania. WWE clearly took the fucking... Listen, they took the title off of McIntyre for a specific reason, dude. It's either one of two things. One, they want to give him a win with fans back at Raymond James Stadium like they couldn't do last year. Or two, they got bored of him. There's nowhere in between. There's nowhere in between here. And I'm going to say it again. I don't see Lashley as the guy to carry this title even into SummerSlam. I genuinely feel like WWE is either doing or contemplating one of those two things, and there's nothing in between there. Maurice Lionheart Jackson with a $4.99 super chat. I love the CNC, classy and smooth. I'm a big wine drinker, so I'm looking forward to next week. I like how you take pride in the production of your shows. Yeah, I take great pride. I'm big on sound. I'm big on visuals, man. You guys don't... Listen, you haven't seen anything yet, man. You thought the intro was good. The outro is fucking even just as good. And wait till you see what I'm doing and what I'm having my team work on for the layout. I'm not going to have this box anymore. Fuck the box. The box is gone. Everybody's doing the box. They're in a fucking box with CGI'd fucking PNG files of wrestlers on there, man. We're taking it to the next fucking level, man. You see the club on the outside? Now we're going in the club. Wait till you see. Kenley Pierre, $2 super chat. Hey, JD, CNC was awesome, man. I love your work. Thank you, Kenley Pierre. Easy Cooking with Aaron. Would love to see you in an interview role for AEW. Yeah, me too. Thank you for the $2.99 cooking. Do you smell what Aaron is cooking, bro? World of Wrestling, $5 super chat. Lashley versus Lesnar, MMA fight for the WWE title at Mania without a fixed winner. Your thoughts, JD? Would never happen. Would never happen, bro. Prince with a $9.99 super chat. Kevin Castle in the chat. What's up, bro? Yeah, no more box, bro. The box is gone. Listen, Sal Rex does amazing work for me. He's gonna be doing my thumbnails, but I'm gonna make his life a little easier, man. He doesn't have to make me a layout ever again. Nobody has to make me a layout ever again, bro. The box is gone. Everybody's in a fucking box. We're taking it to the fucking 28th floor, bro. Everybody's on the fucking first floor. Prince with a $9.99 super chat. What's up? Congratulations, Bobby. What a shocker. Charlotte wants a title match. Didn't see that coming. Fuck Charlotte. You know how YouTube is. Also, send Naomi to NXT or SmackDown away from Lana and Nia. Lana needs to go to SmackDown to stand behind Roman Reigns and her husband. That's what she needs to do. Richard Williams with a $2 super chat. What's up, JD? Did watch Raw. I was playing, or didn't watch Raw, he says, but you said you did watch Raw. Did you watch Raw or didn't watch Raw? I was playing Warzone. Good for you, bro. I hope you had a hacker in your lobby. They're always a pleasure to play with. Kev, Salrex will do your shit, bro. Just hit him up. You know he does good stuff. It's very moderately priced. He's gonna make your show, whatever it is, man, look good. Raging Girl Gamer. What's up, JD? My husband listens to your podcast and he loves it. I said I feel the same way, but too bad he's a fan of the sorry-ass Atlanta Braves. Oh, listen, you're trying to get to me now through the baseball realm. Not gonna happen. If your husband's a fan of the Atlanta Braves, he's a smart man. But we as Atlanta Braves fans, man, we always find some disappointment. Not as disappointing as being a Mets fan, but us Braves fans know a thing or two about disappointment. Thank you for the $10, Rage. JT Golden with a $4.99 super chat. Vince gonna turn Rhea Ripley into Ripley's Believe It or Not. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if they just cut the fucking Rhea from her name and name her Ripley and give her a fucking flamethrower and have her come out being a fucking alien hunter. Watch. You don't think Bruce already has in his fucking head? Guarantee he's gonna go home and watch fucking Sigourney Weaver, bro. Aliens, and get the idea. Hey, Vince, maybe we could do this with Rhea. Game over, man! Game over, man! Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Profits versus Usos versus Cedric and Shelton. Boom. Mania. Are the Usos even going to be back, bro? Otherwise, I'd say yes. Just do a fucking unification match and just end it. Then the Usos can come back after Mania and wrestle the winner. Raging Girl Gamer with another $10 super chat. Can I get a wee? $2 super chat by Mr. K. Can we get a wanted poster for South of Heaven? Slayer South of Heaven, man, it's one of my favorite Slayer songs. I think my top Slayer songs, to be quite honest with you, I would say South of Heaven, Seasons in the Abyss, War Ensemble, Bitter Peace. I thought Diabolos in Music was a great album. That's just me. I thought, everybody said it was new metal. Had some new metal influence, I guess, right? Everybody's like, oh, my favorite song is Raining Blood and Angel of Death. Come on, bro, really? Everybody knows those songs. Spirit in Black is another one. Born in Fire is a great one. Come on. Jericho 8131. It's pathetic to see a division so dead and gutted that they've resorted to Strowman and Pearce challenging for the titles that are as worthless as a dollar store TV dinner. Merge the divisions. Bro. I agree. You said it better, man. You know, speaking of Slayer, you know, their song Warzone off of God Hates Us All. I know, fantastic name for an album. Their song Warzone was actually supposed to be the theme when Monday Night Raw was split into Monday Night Raw and Warzone. That was supposed to be the theme song for Warzone, but it never happened. I don't know why. I mean, if you want to run a wrestling show and a wrestling promotion, that's the type of music that you need to have on your show, man. Dead Skin Mask is another one. Yes, John Nelson, absolutely. Jericho, excellent comment, bro. Thank you for the $10. Raging Girl Gamer with another $5 super chat. Can't wait for Jinder Mahal to come back. Also, what's up with that long-ass intro, man? Listen, bro, don't let me bench you. Okay, don't let me bench you. Oh, but JD, your intro is 14 minutes long. I want you to start right away, man. I can't wait, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Here I am, I thought I was doing a good thing getting you guys excited with the anticipation for the fucking stream to start. Yes, please tell me how to run my fucking show. Thank you, Rage. Phil with a $4.99 super chat. You probably said this already, but are there plans to do new layouts for the Raw and SmackDown AEW reviews besides the intro? Maybe a new outro as well. Philip, there is a new outro, bro. Where were you? Maybe you missed SmackDown. I won't hold it against you. Listen. Envied in the chat. Is it really that long? I start at 11:20 every fucking Monday, bro. I start at 10:20 every Friday for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. There's no difference. What time did I start today? What time did the stream start? 10:20 on Friday and 11:20 tonight. I don't really understand people's problems. Why don't you just shut up and admire the fucking beauty that is the intro, huh? While I try and entertain you. Or is that not what you've come here to do? Be entertained. I don't know. Phil, I'm getting new layouts for Raw and SmackDown. AEW will be the dual layout with Jesse, unless I go by myself. But I'm not ready to dump him yet. We gotta have Thunder Rosa choke him out first, and then I can dump him. But the Monday night and Friday night streams and pay-per-view streams will all be taken to the next level, bro, to a point where nobody is going to be able to duplicate what I do. User 1 in the chat, you better be careful, bro. You're walking on eggshells with that comment. You're walking on eggshells with that comment, bro. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Neuromancer says he hates the long intro. I hate you? So now we're even. I also hated the dinner your mother made on Sunday night, bro. I asked for baked ziti. She made linguine and clam sauce. I'm not a big fan of clam sauce, bro. And then she said she had cannolis. I'm like, what cannolis? You went to the fucking bakery, right? I got the filling for you right here, homemade. Cannolis. I hate the intro. I hate you, motherfucker. Go away. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Was Charlotte sarcastic during that promo? Cripes. Was Charlotte nauseating is the better question. Yes. Raging Girl Gamer with another $5 super chat. WrestleMania is nothing without Charlotte Flair. She's so underrated. People don't give her enough credit for her greatness. We'll move on. Thank you, Rage. I think you collectively made everybody lose a brain cell or 4 with that comment, but I love you. Thank you. Octavius with a $1.99 super chat. What title is bigger, WWE title or the AEW women's title? Well, after tonight and what the Miz did to it, I have no fucking idea. Listen, the women's title in AEW may be more prestigious than the WWE title. The shit I took this morning at fucking 10 a.m. is more prestigious than the WWE title right now. Bobby Lashley's got a lot of work to do, bro. He's got a lot of work to do. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. I don't think Charlotte and Shayna like each other much. I don't think so either. I don't think Charlotte likes anybody. I don't think anybody likes Charlotte. So the feeling is mutual here, bro. The feeling is mutual. Justin Strickland with a $4.99 super chat. I pray to God that WWE does the right thing and books Asuka to go over Charlotte at WrestleMania 37. Asuka deserves a WrestleMania moment. Yeah, right. First of all, I have a feeling WWE's not going to have Asuka defend the title in a one-on-one match, man. There's been so much garbage in that Raw women's division, bro. I guarantee you we get like a scramble match of some sort. And Rhea Ripley makes her debut there and wins the title, man. That's it. If WWE gives the title to Charlotte, man, they're taking 6 steps backwards and where that division needs to be. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. I agree with this statement, bro. Lashley, Drew Lesnar would probably open the show. I would probably say, yeah, you're right. I could see that happen. And then Sasha and Bianca close the show. Matthew Malnar with the $2 super chat. I wouldn't complain if Karrion Kross was the guy. Me neither, man. Kross is fucking awesome. Uh-oh, we got Issa in the chat. What is up, Issa? Issa love the fucking intros, man. She can love the fucking intros, then everybody else can. Chris, $4.99. First of all, Kross is the guy. Kross is amazing, bro. I love Kross. Kross is awesome. Matthew Malnar, thank you for the $2 super chat. Chris, $4.99 super chat. What's up, JD and the OTS family? I have a feeling WWE will switch Drew and Roman after WrestleMania. Drew to SmackDown, Roman to Raw. Just a feeling. I don't give a fuck what they do, man, as long as Roman doesn't lose. Roman is the guy, okay? Roman should not suffer a pinfall loss all year. Don't get me started. Justin Strickland with a $4.99 super chat. I agree that McIntyre vs. Lashley isn't a WrestleMania main event because they weren't even main event for last year's Backlash pay-per-view. There you go, bro. Greatest wrestling match that never was. Between Orton and Mr. Alterbridge there. Shawnee Reed with a $4.99 super chat. Can we at least talk about the good things Lashley has been doing? I don't think it's getting talked about enough. He's been doing great work. He's been doing great work. Still can't cut a fucking promo, but he's been doing great work. I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just saying the guy is not the guy to lead Monday Night Raw. There's nothing wrong with that. Drew McIntyre clearly wasn't the guy. Bray Wyatt's not the guy. Bobby Lashley's not the guy. There's nobody on that show fit to run Monday Night Raw. This is why I'm saying Kross or Cole. How many times have I sat here and told you about Adam Cole, bro? Adam Cole, if there was a number one choice in all of WWE for me to choose one guy to start a roster with, Adam Cole's my number one. Anti-OTRS. Fuck him. Not you, bro, but you know. Adam Cole would be a 10-time world champion if he was 6'5". Until then, he's just a little midget. Cross over Adam any day. Gonna have to disagree with you there, bro. Gonna have to disagree with you. Sean Swaby with a $2 super chat. Bobby is 44, Brock is 43. And WWE doesn't trust anybody under the age of 50. Rarely. Edge, Bobby, and Brock. Cal L with a $5 super chat. I so don't watch this shit. I watch you, you goon. Love you, bro. Cal L, thank you, bro. Sound Wave 80s with a $1.99 super chat. How come you don't mention Punky Brewster? Because I fucking hate Charlotte Flair, okay? Fuck Punky Brewster. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Lashley kissed the WWE title after winning it. Good for him. Good for him. Bobby Lashley kissed the WWE title like I kissed Neuromancer's mother on the lips Sunday night after dinner. 777 Matt, $2.99. No comment. Oh, the little baby is shy. 777 Matt, no message. Thank you for the $2.99. Lancaster Angelic Paranormal Society. I hope some demonic entity fucks you right up the ass, bro. Get the fuck out of my chat. You can summon all the fucking satanic spirits like Alexa Bliss, and you still couldn't do my job 1/10 of what I do. Get the fuck out of my chat. Raging Girl Gamer with a $5 super chat. My Dodge Charger RT will beat your Mustang any day. Rage, I'm going to refund you on that one. Thank you for $5. I'll take you $5, and while I go drive to Atlantic City tomorrow, I'll fill the tank in the Mustang with your $5. Thank you. And then I'll blast Jericho's theme music. That was a great theme song. Ray Warrior, $4.99. Man, the only championship in WWE that has some prestige is the Universal title. And that's sad. Why is that sad? Roman Reigns does a great job, bro. Roman Reigns is the best thing on fucking television right now. Cal L with another $5 super chat. By the way, I'm also a proud owner of a Mustang, and I'll see you and Jesse on Wednesday. I missed the new intro. I'll check it out later, bro. You got to. You gotta check it, bro. Ricardo Lino with the $20 super chat. Here is some cheddar cheese because CNC was amazing. You and Big Hodge make a great team. I can't wait for the episode to come out on Saturday. Ortiz of Proud and Powerful is on CNC Saturday, 1 p.m. As for Monday Night Raw, it sucks. Great rebranding. OTS is number one, and it isn't even close. Thank you, Ricardo. I love you, brother. Thank you for the $20. If you smell what Aaron is cooking, been watching you for 6 years and have zero regrets. I appreciate that, bro. Majin with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, love the show as always. I wanted to know who will be AJ Styles' opponent if he can't get a match with Triple H at WrestleMania. Bro, I have no idea. Apparently, Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon are keeping the fucking WrestleMania plans secret from not only the fucking talent, but the writers as well. Everybody's walking on eggshells, man, because they don't know what they have going on for WrestleMania. Because Vince wants to keep it all secret so it doesn't leak. Richard Williams with a $5 super chat. JD, thanks. My Dr. Squatch is on the way. Thanks for the code, and you can call me and my friend Isaiah a goon. Richard and Isaiah, you fucking goons. Enjoy that Dr. Squatch, bro. Toxic Banana 99 with a $1.99 super chat. Postmortem is my favorite Slayer song. It's also a good one, bro. It's also a good one. I also love Jesus Saves. To be quite honest with you, man, I was more of a Sepultura guy than Slayer. I think Sepultura created the most perfect thrash that you could in the 1990s. I don't think anything that Slayer ever put out couldn't even... They haven't even came... It's so hard, man, because it's very controversial with these two and thrash. Beneath the Remains and Arise trump every thrash metal album that was ever fucking written, bro. I'm sorry. That's just me. Jay Carlos, 7X, $5 super chat. JD, Bugs Bunny doesn't have no one chasing him down. What the fuck? You expect him to lose that title before WrestleMania, bro? Come on. Soundwave 80s, $1.99. Do you like Def Leppard? No. Jonathan Gastello, $4.99 super chat. Pearce and Strowman for the tag titles. Kill the damn tag team scene altogether while you're at it. Ray definitely earned worst wrestling show. Oh, you mean Raw. You said Ray. R-A-E, you say. Raw definitely earned worst wrestling show. Bro, it's been the worst wrestling show for fucking nearly a decade. Phil, $9.99 super chat. Jonathan, thank you for the $4.99. Phil with a $9.99. Just saw the outro from the SmackDown review. Just looked at it real quick. Sorry for missing the SmackDown review. Won't happen again. Loved it. Phil, listen, you don't have to apologize to me, bro. You got a fucking life. You don't got to apologize to me. It's always there waiting for you like a big hug. You don't got to watch it immediately. Thank you for the $9.99. Yeah, no romance. You don't change your tune, bro, okay? Look, don't change your tune, man. There's a very distinct difference between typing love and hate on a keyboard, okay? You're not fooling me, clown. Nick Smith with a $2 super chat. The long intro is better than any WWE Raw intros. You better fucking believe it, bro. Maurice Lionheart Jackson with a $2.99. Your intro is better than WWE altogether. I know, man. Brian Alex, 21 with a $2 super chat. Cross the guy who retires Brock Lesnar. No. Kal-El with a $5 super chat. I don't know. I'll get used to it first. Wearing a mask or hearing JD praise Roman Reigns. Bro, listen. I've asked for this Roman Reigns for 6 years, man. I got used to it after night one, after we seen Paul Heyman. I'll never get used to wearing a fucking mask. Chilled Aussie with a $5 Australian super chat. Hello from down under. Long live JD and long live heavy metal. P.S. Listen to Slaughter to Prevail. Demolisher. Are they thrash? Raging Girl Gamer with another $5 super chat. Take another $5 to fill up that weak-ass Mustang, you goon. Love you, JD. Listen, Rage thinks she's trolling. She thinks she's trolling. Man, come on. Come on, man. You're not going to get me. You're not going to get me, man. And Dougie Dizzle with a $2 super chat. Love your rants. Call me and my friend Manky Geeks. Dougie and Manky are fucking geeks, bro. Geeks. Majin with a $2 super chat. Hope you get Guy Fieri on your intros. Maybe Guy will be in the Mustang with me, bro. Who knows? Demeter Bullion is back with an Australian $2.04. Hey, Funky D. I'm back, doggy. What's good, my goodie? Your fucking sister's on my dick is good, goody. Get the fuck out of here. It's about time I get out of here, guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna have Demeter Bullion fucking shoot me Australian super chats. Guys, what a stream, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope I covered all of Monday Night Raw for you guys. I hope I broke it down. My opinion is my opinion. Don't take it too serious. I just don't believe Bobby Lashley's the guy. We'll see. Anyway, guys, go check out Dr. Squatch, drsquatch.com. Use code SCRIPT at checkout for 20% off. Follow me on Twitter. At JDfromNY206. Same on Instagram. Go check out the CNC. We are live on the CNC. Over 2,500 subs in week one. Episode 1 is live. Episode 2 is coming on Saturday with Ortiz of Proud and Powerful. AEW superstar Ortiz is on the show Saturday afternoon, bro. We got AEW on Wednesday with Jesse. Friday, SmackDown. Saturday, OTS. Saturday, CNC. Sunday, Revolution. It's going to be a big week, guys. I appreciate you all. Rage, $5 super chat. Take $5 during your guitar solo. I know you don't like that. Ha ha ha. You want something to piss me off? That's going to piss me off. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you for all the support. And I'll be back on Wednesday with Dynamite. Jesse, big night on Dynamite. You know what time it is, guys. Hit that thumbs up. We're about 60 away from 1,000. I'm grabbing my cold beverage. I'm getting in the Mustang. Windows are down. Music is up. You guys know what to do. Give me those guitar emojis in the chat. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for Dynamite. Shock and Jade Cargill versus Cody and Red Velvet. I'll see you guys on Wednesday night.